is, let me see, control record. Hold on 1 second. Oh, it's already starting. Okay. One thing that I do want to add to that I think is really important, number one, there's so much power in the tentative booking approach. You guys, that's why I said it, that a lot of times people have a hard time committing and knowing their schedule. But if you say, hey, let's just tentatively schedule this, and then if anything happens, that's totally fine, then we can reschedule, but they're committing to something. Do you have a question?
One of the guests came in and said she lost a gold ring in the bathroom.
Ha!
She wants to.
Oh, we found it. She got me a gold ring. Can you go give it to her? Can you go give it to her?
Color hair.
Yeah.
Color hair. Yeah.
Color hair.
I was wondering what she came in for. I'm like, oh gosh.
Okay, cool. Which, by the way, we have a water bottle and a journal that somebody's left for like the last 2 weeks. It's over there. Anyways, I'm not doing any listening. Okay, announcements. All right, a couple of things. First of all, we have no meeting on the 24th. I forgot to say that. We're going to be at seminar. And if you guys want to go to seminar, so next week, yes, we are having our meeting, and then the 24th we'll be at seminar. But you're really, really going to want to come to the meeting after we get back from seminar, because we're just going to be like bouncing off the walls, I'm sure. And you're going to want to hear all about it, which there's still time and space to go to seminar. If you guys have a desire to go, there's lots of you who are new who just signed up, and there's some of you that are coming with us to seminar. So if you're going to seminar, get on your feet where you are. We want to see you. It is gonna rock your world, ladies, and so but it's gonna be so much fun. But it's gonna be awesome. I totally want you guys to know if you have more questions, we can definitely talk later about it. Okay, so one thing really quickly before we jump into some other training. I'm all over the place tonight. Those of you that did the 10 booking challenge that just came up here, write down which prize you want. Because I wrote down if you got the taupe, but then you get to pick one of those other prizes over there, right? Right. And then the other thing is, if you did not pick your prizes from, I know you need to see all these because I had them all displayed last week, all pretty, but she hasn't seen it yet. So if you need to pick your prizes from this ordering promo from last month and did not tell me last week, I'm literally placing the order tonight. I told you guys Friday, and I extended it, okay? So if you have not told us yet, write it on the back of here. Got it? So I'm going to pass this around and write down your prizes. So if you did the booking thing, or if you haven't told me about this. All right? Got it? If you already wrote it last week, then you're good. Okay. Oh, shoot, that was my thingy. Okay, here we go. I had my agenda of things we're talking about, but I printed two. It's cool. The other thing is, you guys, this is a big old fat deal. So I'm a sales director, and the highest position you can go in Mary Kay is a national sales director. And these women usually make $200,000 to $500,000 a year on average. They're the top of the top of the top in Mary Kay. And there are 4 nationals in Colorado. There's only 4 in all of Colorado. And you guys have an opportunity to go visit their homes. I've never been to their homes. I've been to one of their homes. But this is a huge deal. You can go to their homes, and they're doing a progressive tour to all the homes in Colorado of the nationals. It's kind of a cool deal. I've never seen anything like this. I think it's pretty stinking awesome. But it's going to be September 9th. And how you get to go and just spend time in the space of these top people in their homes, pick their brains, is to move up 2 levels on the career path between June 1st and September 1st. So some of you, when I started for your car last month, you already qualified for this. So if you signed up in June and you move and you get into your red jacket by September 9th, you'll get to go to this home tour. Huge deal. So you have 2 more months to do it, plenty of time, but I want to keep talking about it because I would love to have us have like just all of us flooding their homes. It's a pretty cool thing. The couple other announcements is in the month of July, any guests that you bring to an event, they're going to get $20 of product for free. I think we talked about that last week, so be sure to remember, just don't invite them on the 24th because we won't be here, right? And the other thing that I haven't announced, which is important because it'll sneak up, it always does every quarter, and that is the Preferred Customer Program. You guys, so many of you are so sneaking new that this may not apply to you, but if you watch my training videos, I talk about this on the training videos, that one thing that's really important with customer service is follow-up, but then also keeping your name in front of your customers. And even if you're brand new, you could sign up for the Preferred Customer Program. What it is Mary Kay will send out a catalog. The new catalog comes out next month. No, the new catalog comes out in August. And so you sign up for it in July. You have to sign up by July 17th, and they will send your customers the new catalog when it comes out in August. So they're going to get it first. They also get a sample of whatever new is coming out, which we just, okay, when you guys are directors, I have to tell you this. When you're a director, you get this big secret box, and this big box with all the secrets of all the new stuff, and it's so exciting. We got it yesterday, and the new products are phenomenal. But anyways, I can't tell you till August, but they're gonna get a sample. That's why you want to be a director, right? You get all the secrets first. Anyways, at seminar you'll find out the new products too. So they'll get a sample of whatever new product is coming out in August with the catalog sent to them. It does cost 70 cents a customer, but that is crazy cheap. It costs $1 to just send a catalog. So for 70 cents, Mary Kay will send your customers the catalog and a sample, and it has even a little note from you on it. It's a pretty cool deal. So you do have to sign your customers up for it by July 17th. So write that down. That's in like what, a week from today.
So they have actually have an account on your website for them to get it?
They don't necessarily. You can go to My Customers. Great question. So you can go to your My Customers. And you type all their information in there, and you could just send it to a family member or someone who has never even bought anything from you. And you're going to put their information in your My Customers. So all you need is their name and their address, and then you select them as one of the people you want sent to. But you may have customers in there. So you may have, which by the way, here's a total side note about the My Customers app. If you guys are new, make sure that you download the My Customers app if you have not already. It is so smart. They didn't have it around when I did my training videos. Back in the day, the olden days, we had to have track everything on our computers and buy all these systems that would keep track of our customers. And the My Customer app is free. It keeps track of all your customers and what they ordered and all their preferences and everything. It's all on your phone. It also keeps track of your inventory, which is, godsend, because all the old systems I used, we had to key in everything. Now you can just scan it, and it'll upload it to your inventory. Awesome. So if you guys start now using it, things will be so much easier. Anyways, all that to say, if you fill in your My Customers every time you do facials and stuff, when the Preferred Customer Program comes out, like now, you just go in and select the people you want it sent to.
When I was setting up my website, it mentioned that it would set that up for customers on the website.
Yeah. So if people register on your site, it automatically will be put into your My Customers. It's awesome. It's really cool. Did you have a question? I saw a hand. Did you have a hand? Question? Okay. So Preferred Customer, you have till the 17th to sign up for it, which is next week. Okay. The other big promo that I think we went over. Yeah. If you're new, don't even worry about all this. It's going to go over your head. If you're new, don't worry. It's like foreign language. Did you guys see? I don't think I need to share because I think most of you are all up with the times about the cute little bracelet that Mary Kay is offering, for anyone who orders 600 wholesale this month, and they're super cute. Did you guys see them? Aren't they not adorable with the little charms and stuff? Mary Kay is totally on it. So bless you. Each quarter that we do that. Now, you do not want to miss your bracelet this month because if you earn your bracelet this month, then you're going to get an extra prize at the end, and it keeps you on track to be a star. And what Brianna was talking about earlier is the whole Kate Spade thing, right? You guys see all that? How you can get, yeah, she's like, yeah, I saw it. Super cute. So anyone who's a star this quarter and is a star every quarter this year, because the Star Consultant Program is really about consistency. Some of you, a lot of you came in as star consultants with inventory. That's great, but the goal is to stay a star from your sales, right? I came in with inventory, but I've been a star every quarter from my sales because it's a program that rewards consistent selling. Even if you didn't come in with inventory or you have zero in right now, you can be a star from your sales, right? So if you're a star all 4 quarters, you get this gorgeous Kate Spade tote. It's really cute. Anyway, so don't miss out on being a star. And then what else? The other one is the team building challenge. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? Janet, want to explain it to them? $5,000 trip. Did you see that? Did you see that?
Like the top 5, and then every it every month somebody in your unit
Yeah.
wins a prize
Yeah.
for the top? You have to have two, at least two. Is it two?
I think it's too qualified, I think. Let me read because I don't even honestly remember all this. It was awesome. So a team building challenge from July 1st to December 31st. Be the consultant with the highest number of new personal team members in your unit, minimum of 2, and you will receive a prize. So whoever has the most personal team members each month in our unit are going to get a prize from the company. How cool is that? And then grand prize achievers, the five independent beauty consultants in each seminar with the highest number of qualified new team members over the 6-month challenge are going to earn a $5,000 voucher to a trip of their choice. Isn't that cool? What? I know. Look at her face. Like, what? Mary Kay does this stuff. Add the highest number of new personals out of all their consultants, and they'll earn prizes. So anyways, start tracking that. And then the other thing is, what is this? Oh, shoot. Hold on. What is the other one? Oh, that's a director thing. All right, so don't miss your bracelet. Okay, any questions about that? Simple enough, right? Okay, the last announcement, I think, and then we're going to jump into some training, is I haven't talked about this in a bit, but a lot of you are new, and this last year, obviously we had our best year ever, and I really have had the honor of being mentored by someone named Jamie Cruz-Granios. In case you haven't seen me post things about her, she is our adopted national and is amazing. And she is a national sales director and a very godly woman who has made millions and millions and millions of dollars in Mary Kay. And she offers free training weekly. Well, it's not free, I lied. It's $20, but it's super cheap. It's totally worth it. Training from her every week for those of you who really want to expand your thinking. And I can tell you that being around her, she has caused me to think so much bigger that I've been able to pass that on to my unit. And you guys have access to that as well. And I haven't talked about this in a while, but write down this website. Well, I'll post it on our Facebook page too. JCV Global. And it's called the Shine or ACL. Basically, you get special training from her. It does cost, I think it's $20 a quarter. And all that is it's just, it's her assistant typing everyone's emails in and sending out the phone number. And so there are calls weekly that you're going to get to hear from her and get training from her for $20 per quarter is crazy cheap. So if any of you guys are interested, I haven't talked about it in a while, but she has really helped change my thinking. And I know Jana's been around her, and I don't know, we get like little Jamie fixes. Like we need our little kick in the butt because she tells it like it is. So if you can't handle being told like it is, don't sign up because she don't mess around. But if you're someone, I know a lot of you are in here and really want more out of your businesses and really want to really get everything that you can out of it, then I'm telling you, it's a great thing to at least consider. So, all right. Any questions, comments, concerns on announcements? You can. I can sign you up. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going on to some training. I'm going to talk about something really, really, really important tonight. Well, I'm going to talk about something else first, and then I'm going to talk about the really, 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 really important thing. The first is, and I got this from Jamie since we're talking about Jamie, is a lot of you have big goals as far as what you want to do that I want to break down the numbers for you. This business is very simple, and Jamie preaches that if you want to go anywhere in this business, that looks like 3 to 5 parties a week. So write that down. If you want to go anywhere in this business, if you want to earn a free car, if you want to make $10,000 a month, it starts with the parties. And it's 3 to 5, 5 to 10. This is what she preaches all the time. This is the magic secret in Mary Kay. Because here's what I know, and what I see a lot of consultants doing is they'll ask a couple people, and if they don't get results, automatically they're like, there must be something wrong with me. I'm a horrible Mary Kay consultant. I'm sure no one in the room has ever done that, right? But if you're working enough numbers and talking with enough people, you will get results. And that has been, some of you will get this and some of you won't. That has been my tip to emotional management, is really working the numbers. Because a lot of you may not know this about me, but I'm a very emotional person. And I have a really hard time when people say no. I don't like no. I am not like a stone wall brick that's like, well, screw you. Like, I'm going to go on to the next person. Like, I have my feelings hurt. And I'm telling you that to know that Leah can do that a little bit more, but I can't. She's much better at that. I'm not. My solution has always been work enough numbers and you'll get results, right? And so And then we don't take things as personally. But if you only have 1 to 2 parties a month and they cancel, you're going to be depressed. Or if 1 or 2 of them cancel. But if you have 3 to 5 parties a week, I promise something good's going to happen, people. Somebody's going to hold. You're going to have some great parties and you're going to have some crazy parties and not so great parties. You know, I was talking to Caitlin and she had a party where she sold $1,000 and then a party where she sold $30. Like, what? Like, it's you have those things. You just have those things happen. But when you're working enough numbers, then you're not as discouraged when the $30 parties happen because you have more things on your books, right? You gonna add something?
So let's just clarify. I warm chat get cold though, and I'm stone cold don't care. So when they don't show when they cancel, my world ends.
Right, she does. She does.
Yeah, so let's just
Yeah.
no,
No, I'm just
but
I
that's why
didn't
I
consider
learned
my
very
heart.
quickly when she kept telling me to up your numbers, and now I triple, like quadruple all of them, because then when half of them cancel, I still have one person show up, and I'm like,
Yeah. So really, I believe the key to this business is working enough numbers because there's nothing wrong with you. It's not that you don't know how to do this. It's not that you can't warm cheddar. It's not that you can't book because that's our thing is so many of us as women, that's our go-to. There must be something wrong with me. She didn't hold. No, it's called numbers. If I'd been working these, like if I'd only called 3 people, I probably would have not gotten those responses as well. But when you're calling 30 and 100 people, you're going to get somebody to say yes. Does that make sense? And so that's really the numbers in the key to this business is. So 3 to 5, 5 to 10 will take you anywhere you want to go. That's if you really want to go gung-ho. 3 to 5 parties a week. You could quit any job. You could replace any income. You could easily make $10,000 a month doing 3 to 5 parties a week. And then the 5 to 10 is you share the business opportunity with 5 to 10 people a week. If you guys that want to go on Target for your car, if you want to do that, share the business with 5 to 10 people a week. Because I guarantee, prove me wrong, that you're not going to go and Target for your car by sharing with that many people. Does that make sense?
And can we do that like with your video?
Yes.
Like,
Sharing is always best in person. A video is kind of like a layering tool. Like it is okay, but if you want the best results, that's face to face, eyeball to eyeball, sitting down for coffee and connecting. Because it's too easy. Yeah, she watched me and she walked in. She's like, "I'm signing up. Here's my $100." I'm like, "Whoa, we haven't even done a facial."
I texted you.
It was
like,
awesome. I know, it was awesome. I'm like, I like you. Come on. It's great. So the video, now here's the deal with sharing. You're going to get a gazillion times better results in person. Like if you sit me down for coffee with somebody, my odds are 1 in 2, 1 in 3. If you have people watch the video, maybe 1 in 10 will sign. Maybe. Does that make sense? And so with the video, you just have to work a lot higher numbers. That if you want to get good at sharing, you say, "Hey, I need training. Can we do a 3-way call with my director? Can you meet me for coffee?" And I can just sit down and just have her just share the info and I just listen. Bring them to events. And they were the same way in events about those same numbers. That make sense? Good question. Here's the other thing is other things I was told as a new consultant. So that's like weekly. I was told daily. Okay, I was told as a new consultant to do 5 and 2 a day. So I'm just giving you like numbers if you really want to like take off. Now, some of you don't have any intention to work at that low yet, and that's okay. I'm just telling you that that working enough numbers will get you anywhere you want to go in this business. So I was told as a new consultant, hold on a second, to do 5 and 2 every day. And that was to get 5 names a day and 2 bookings a day. Now, did I do it every day? No. But it was my goal. Some days I got 3 new names and then 1 booking. But my goal was to be out there getting constantly new names coming in, because here's the other piece of frustration that people run into is they're not getting enough names coming in to have those parties to be able to make those sales, right? And so you got to be intentionally, I was constantly looking for 5 new names a day. So that can be warm chatting, or it can be, like last week Pam trained on going out honoring working women. It can be referrals, it can be whatever, but the ones that you meet them face to face, you're going to get a lot better results. Some of you, what I see you do is you meet 1 person a week and then you're like, "She didn't call me back." Well, she probably won't call me back either. Like, that happens to me all day long. I could show you, I have books of people that I've called and I haven't heard anything from. And I thought we had this great connection. I thought we were friends and nothing, But then there's people, it happens all the time. Nothing. I don't get it. But I see you guys do this all day long. Like, I worked at one person. I thought it was great. And then I didn't hear from her again. Oh, this doesn't work. No, you didn't work enough numbers. because the numbers never lie. They never, never, never lie. Okay, write this down. This business is not magical. It's mathematical. It's not magical. It's not that I have this magic wand that says, poof, 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 sign the book with me. No, it's not though. You don't see the numbers that I work though. You don't see the back end where I'm getting names and I don't hear from them. I'm like, don't you know who I am? I'm just saying I get all day long. People think because I drive a pink Cadillac, no one says no to me. No, they don't want to drive a pink Cadillac. They have no clue. Anyways, it happens to me too, all right? That's all I'm saying. Okay. Does that give everyone hope? I just want to give you guys hope tonight that there's nothing wrong with you. It's probably that you're not working enough numbers. If you're not getting the results that you want, it's probably because you're not working enough numbers. Up your numbers, double your numbers, and I promise you'll feel better about yourself. Because I'm just telling you that I've been there, and I've talked to a lot of you guys, like, you know, maybe a couple people we have one party and then it doesn't hold. Okay, we'll go book 3 more. Like, go book 3 more. And you're much more excited. Here's the thing. That's what I really want to do to get to 10. And I would encourage all of you, don't beat yourself up if you didn't do it. That's the key, too. In this business, I can tell you, you cannot compare. You cannot beat yourself up. Everybody's journey is different, okay? But I'd encourage all of you to get to 10. Because when you have 10 appointments on your books, yeah, 2, 3, 5 don't hold. You still have 5 more, right? But when you only have 1 or 2 appointments, the odds are maybe 1 or 2 of them maybe is going to hold. Does that make sense? So do you see how it's a lot easier and a lot less emotional management? Or there's less crazy going on up here when you have more numbers, okay? The other thing I forgot to say as they were standing up here that I really think is so important to this business is we have this massive room of consultants who you're all scared, you're all nervous, you're all wanting to go out and meet new people, but you're not. Okay, so you heard Michelle and Leah connected. Connect with someone. You guys, this is a safe place where I know you all are feeling the same fears. Go out together because it's so much more fun together. You know, when you get those no's, when you're alone, even myself, I'm like, oh, that sucks. But when I'm with someone, I'm like, next, because you go through it quicker, right? They do. Okay, so buddy up. All right. So I wanted to share about that, but the really, really important thing I want to talk about, which I think that is super important, is closing. And we're going to pass this around. And I think this, if your sales are low, and we have a ton of new people in the room who this is something that a lot of new people don't do. they just don't. They just don't. And I made 30, so hopefully there's enough. If not, then we may need to just spread them around with your buddy. Okay, so all of you have the goal to do 30 practice faces, right? Now, some of you did 30 practice faces and you just plowed through them and just went squirt, and they're like, run away, bye. Okay, the goal of the 30 faces is to help you get good at the entire process. And if you get good at closing, you'll get good at working what we call full circle, which means at every party, you are selling product, and then you are booking that second appointment, and then you are sharing the business opportunity in that order. Did you get that?
Say that again.
That you are selling product at every appointment, you are booking a second appointment, and that you are sharing the business opportunity in that order. Now, what a lot of people do is they'll go through their 30 faces and they just plow through it and they miss this part, and then they did all these 30 practice faces and they didn't close and they have no sales. And now they're like, well, that sucks. Well, 9 times out of 10, when I ask somebody, you know, okay, if your sales are low, did you close? And most of the time they haven't. Most of the time they haven't, okay? So this is super duper duper important. Okay, before you even look at that, put that down. Before you look at that, a couple key pieces about closing. Okay, so first of all, who would say that they're a master at closing and that they do it all the time? Okay, good. Just want to make sure I'm talking to the right audience. And I will tell you that this is something that a lot of consultants shy away from because they don't want to be pushy. They don't want to make anybody buy anything. They don't want to make anyone feel uncomfortable. And I'm telling you, if you do this the right way, you're not pushy, okay? But it's also not fair to not at least ask. To not at least ask. Now, here's how the transition works. Is a lot of you too, I know, are asking people to be 30 practice faces. Oh, you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy anything. So this is how you make that transition. Is you say, sorry, this went away. Is that you say, okay, you blame it on me. You say, okay, well, part of my training, I know I told you you have to buy anything, but part of my training is I have to at least go through this so I can get good at this. So this is just my director telling me I have to do this. And then you go right into it.
That's what I do.
Okay? Good. And so you go right into that. Now, a couple key things about closing. Number one is it says at the top, you do the table close following my script. I hope you guys are following the script and following the outline. And the table close is this. It's not on here, but this is important because a lot of you are inviting people to events. And I stop at the table close. I don't do this for you. That I see a lot of people coming to events and then they don't know what to do when we close, and so they don't get sales, or they just get team members and not sales because they're not closing, they don't know what to do. Okay? So if you come and watch my Saturday events, I stop at the table close. And the table close is use the roll-up bag sheet. If you're not using the roll-up bag sheet, you're crazy and you're losing money. I'm telling you that right now. If you come watch a facial, I see a brownie like, what is that? A roll-up bag sheet is the set sheets, the 12 sets. Everyone else know what I'm talking about? The 12 sets, the roll-up bag thing. Do you have one, Shelly? Because I was going to grab one and then I didn't. I have, thank you. Hold on, we got it. So I have these. I have enough lemonade for everybody. Print them off. Give everybody their own individual one. I also see consultants just print off one. That's not good. Everybody needs their own individual one. Okay? So I would say beforehand, just because you came to buy doesn't mean today doesn't mean you have to buy anything. That's not how we work. But in case you did want something, here's how Mary Kay comes. And you go right into that. You go through the 12 sets and you explain all of them and what they are. If you watch my skincare class, I explain all of these things. This is everything that I talk about at the appointment. And then this part's very important. Write this down because it's not on there, but it's on my script. There's a reason for everything. As I show them this, I show them the 12 sets. I don't show them the roll-up bag. I show them the 12 sets. And I say, all right, I want you to turn over your profile card, and I just want you to dream. Pretend that everything was free. You had all the money in the world, and I want you to dream and write what sets you'd be interested in if everything was free. And then I say, I'm going to go clean up and then tell you about my deal. So I have her just dream. And that's really, really, really important because right away people are thinking dollars when they look at this. You don't want her thinking dollars. You want her dreaming. Okay? So, and then I clean everything up so that the mess is clean. Like I literally when I individually close, all that's on the table is this, their profile cards and my roll-up bag. Everything else is clean. Then it's not this big old mess afterwards. Okay? So like if you come to an event, I say don't clean up until I tell you to. Because I want them focused on this, okay? And then I have them come back. So she's dreaming. I've cleaned everything up. I say, all right, let me show you the coolest thing ever. Here's the roll-up bag. You guys have seen me do it. I romance the roll-up bag, show them how cool it is. You guys have all seen me do this, right? If not, watch my video. Roll-up bag. You show them the little zipper. You show them that it comes off. Every time I say, oh, it comes off, they're like, oh, look at the gas. It's really kind of funny. It cracks me up every time. But you've got to have that roll-up bag. If you're new, get a roll-up bag. Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. I'm serious. If you just look at this little picture, they're not going to buy the roll bag for that picture. They're going to buy, seriously, they'll buy the roll bag when they see it romance. You know, if you have inventory, take it out. If you don't have inventory, order it and get a roll bag. Use your own in the starting out. Use your own roll bag and show them and fill it. Make sure it's fill and not wimpy. I was doing a party last night and it was all wimpy. And I'm like, no, you got to fill the little things and make it look pretty and poofy. Anyways. So you do the roll bag, you show her the roll bag, and then you tell her about the deals. Here's my deals. Any 6 sets for $2.99, any 4 sets for $1.99, any 2 sets for $99. And so that's the table close. Then you take them individually. This part's super duper duper important. Okay? So then this is where you meet with them individually. And how this works is it doesn't say on there, but this is really important, especially if you have a party of several people, is that you pick who you want to go first. So for example, okay, so you warn them, like basically if we were doing that, say, okay guys, now I'm gonna meet with you individually, go over any questions you may have, book those follow-up appointments. So I'm gonna go over here and you pick a place and then you take your stuff. And literally when I close, all I have is this and a set sheet. And when she comes with me, she just has the set sheet and her profile card, and I have her bring her purse. So I always ask first, okay, does anyone need to leave early? Okay, Chelsea needs to leave early. All right, we go. If no one tells me they have to leave early, then I pick the fun person. That's fine. I pick the person I like. Because I want to pull her away. if everyone else is negative, there's always going to be one of those at a party. You're going to have one of those. So you want to pull the fun person away. Does that make sense? And so I say, all right, Chelsea, come with me. And I walk over to wherever. I don't just say, I'm going to go sit over there and wait. You'll be sitting over there and there'll be crickets and nobody coming to you. That you have to take initiative. Say, all right, Chelsea, and you walk over and you sit down, you ask her these questions. And then after you ask these questions, you say, all right, Chelsea, go pick Autumn. Like I'm literally telling them who to go pick. Does that make sense? Okay, Autumn, go pick Frankie. It's the weirdest thing. Chelsea walks over, she tells Autumn, it's your turn. And then Autumn comes through. Autumn walks over and she says, Frankie, it's your turn. Like women are waiting for instruction. And so many times, and I had extremely low self-esteem when I came in, that I didn't take initiative initially, but I would sit there and I'd have these super long parties and I would be like waiting and waiting for them to do stuff. You've got to take control. And they're waiting for you to take control, okay? They are. They're waiting for you to tell them what to do. And so just know that's an area that we all can grow in, but it's also something that you got to take that initiative. Okay, so when I'm sitting down with her, I am going to do this actually sitting down because I think it's really important that you guys see people sitting eyeball to eyeball. Because because I'm really tall, so sometimes I scare intimidate people. Buy stuff from me. Someone telling me one time, you're good at this because you're tall. You're intimidating people. I'm like, that's not true. Anyways, it's not true. But I want to sit down to someone, and it's always better to go actually below her eye level.
Yeah, you did that.
It's always better to go below her eye level because it's a humbling position. Yeah, it's like a humbling position. So I sit down with her, and I grab her profile card. And then I just ask her these questions, okay? This is like a more in-depth version of what's on the last page of my script. And so I just ask her, did you have a good time? Okay, here's the other thing about closing. If you're weird about it, they'll be weird about it, okay? I see consultants get so nervous about closing. And so then when you're weird, they're weird, okay? They match your energy, all right? So breathe. Don't be weird. Remember, that's my whole thing. Don't be weird. I mean, I still got a good 5-10 minutes, so you go start, okay? I'll come in there. Sorry. I think that's really important. So, okay. So it's an attitude. It's an attitude. So did you have a good time? Just ask yourself, how does your face feel? And those of you that do say, I'm nervous, I'm supposed to ask these questions, okay? Blame it on your director. Say, she told me I have to ask you these questions, okay? So how does your face feel? Do you have any questions for me that weren't answered? Okay, so I asked her whatever.
No.
Yeah, you usually know. Okay, so let me see what you have written down here on your wish list. And then, okay, I'm going to give you 2 different options, and it says on there. Because how you go into this next is dependent on if you have inventory or not, okay? And you can, and when I say inventory, it's at least usually $1,800 to $2,400 on your shelf. It says $3,000 inventory on your shelf. You can offer payment plans for people if you choose to. Now, just last night, I was doing a party, and I helped the new consultant go from a girl who was like, oh, I'm not going to buy anything until payday to a roll-up bag. And it's because I showed her the payment plan option, and she had a full store of inventory. So this is how that works. Now, and I will tell you what you do if you don't have inventory. So you're all in different places. You do whatever you're comfortable with. But if she does it, let's say we'll start with the inventory, because this is what I normally do. I say, okay, Chelsea, looks like you have 4 sets written down here. Would you mind if I just showed you what it would look like in a payment plan? Never had anyone tell me no. I have these little sheets that are printed. They're on my website, and it's a breakdown of the payment plans of a queen and a princess bag. So let's say she had 4 sets. So this is what happened last night is the girl had 3 sets, but she wanted like a CC cream and a mascara. And I said, you know what? We could actually use that 3 sets and then make your 4 set, which by the way, you can do that if you want. And they usually put together something around $50. And I say, you know what? Then you can get the princess bag deal. And if you did that, and I just show her, it's $199 with tax. It ends up being around $218. So I could do 2 payments of $109, 3 payments of $72, or 4 payments of $54.71. Any of those look like possible options for you? Yeah. And you shut your mouth. Write that down. That's very important. You guys have heard me say this before. That's so important.
I remember that every time.
Yes, I give her options, and then I stop talking. Because here's what I see new consultants do all the time. Oh yeah, here's this, but you don't have to buy anything. I don't. Just give her the option. She's an adult. She can make the decision for herself. She's an adult. Don't make it about you. Make it about her. Okay. That you can show her how to get the things she wants at a discounted rate. And so I sell roll bags all day long with this. And so 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, cool, I can do that. Then I'll do 4 payments of $54.71. And then I write it up. If she says, no, I just can't do that right now, I'm not ready to start that, then this is all I say is, well, what would you like to take home with you? And then I shut my mouth again and I let her pick. Does that make sense? And then if so that's the option with payments. If you don't have inventory, this does not work. Don't even try doing payment plans if you have less than that. I promise you can't do it. You could do half now, half later, but then all you say is, all right, so let's see what you have written down here. And so that when you look at the sets, you say, okay, you have 4 sets written down here. Awesome, you qualify for the princess bag. Would you like to start there? You shut your mouth again.
So my question is, whenever you're booking and they're like, oh, you know, I can't really afford to do the bag right now, and you're like, oh, well, you know, whatever you said, but.
What else, what would you like to, where would you like to start? What would you
Yeah,
like to take
yeah,
home with
and
you?
then there's just this awkward, like,
Nothing.
yeah, so what's with that?
Then you just say, okay, well, if you don't want anything to do, that's fine. Happens to me all the time.
Oh, okay, well, because I get that a lot.
Yeah, if they can't get anything today, then here's the next piece that
And
you
then I
do that.
follow up 3 days or 3 weeks or whatever.
Great question. Hold on, let me go there in 1 second. No, great question. So does that make sense about you offer them the whatever options, whatever they dream, and then whatever. Then, if she has things on her wish list, like Chelsea just asked, and she doesn't buy anything that day, or there's crickets, and she's like, oh, I don't want to buy anything. Here's what I ask them. Because if they wrote stuff on their wish list, that's why it's really important throughout the party that they're creating a wish list, and then that I have them dream, okay? So I know what she likes. And so if she doesn't do that, then I ask her, would you be willing to earn it? Do you want to earn it? You have this written down here, do you want to earn it? So that's my next step with that. Does that make sense? And if she wants to earn it, then I go into showing her how she can earn it at a party by bringing her friends to you. I don't do the follow-up, the 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, unless they buy product.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless they buy product, then you do the 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months follow-up. Good question. Okay, so you write up the sales. You just ask. That's the important thing is you just ask. They have the sets written down. You say, hey, you qualify for one of the deals. If they aren't interested, you say, all right, what would you like to start with? And then you, remember, zip your mouth. Remember, let her speak. And she'll tell you what she wants, all right? Then you go into the booking piece, which I know a lot of my consultants are not doing this. You come to an appointment and we do the follow-up game, right? We do the follow-up game, and the whole point of the follow-up game is for you to book follow-up appointments. So you book follow-up appointments with them. And so what is a follow-up appointment?
You ask them how they're, like, if they bought the product, how they like it, or
Yeah.
is there anything they need to change, or
So follow-up appointment is basically you're doing the exact same thing
that you did.
that you did at the facial. She's just going to bring friends to you. And you can show her how she can earn stuff at a discount. Now, you all have different hostess plans. You all can do whatever you want to do. It says on here a very simple hostess plan is if you have 3 friends there over the age of 18, you get $75 a product for $35. And you go straight into booking it. If you've been playing the follow-up appointment game all afternoon or evening or whatever, then you don't ask them, would you like to schedule a follow-up appointment? You say, when would you like to schedule your follow-up appointment, okay? And then you book it. And it says on there, if they purchase products, our products are 100% satisfaction guarantee, so we just have time to get together. If they did not purchase product, then you say, would you be interested in earning it either for free or at a discount? And then you book that second appointment. Because you guys, Mary Kay Ash designed her company to be booking parties from parties. And a lot of consultants, you know, if you're running around or I'm chattering all the time, you can do that, but it's so much easier to book somebody that you've just spent an hour with, you know what she likes, and then have her earn it. They'll be way more motivated to bring people to you, right? Instead of a lead that you just met at Walmart that may not, you know, that may not even know Mary Kay is, right? But if I just spend an hour with her, I know she loves this product and she's willing to work for it, she's going to work for that product and she's going to get people to you. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah.
What would you suggest would be like the minimum for their friends to come? Like, to give them something for book?
That's totally up to you and where your inventory level is and all of that,
So, like,
and your
Do you
be
want
like
like
bring.
two friends that like?
Oh, you mean like minimum
people.
number of people?
Okay.
I would say 3. 3 is
plus
good.
them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say 3 is good because that's a party. One very simple thing you can do you can do the 75 or 35. It's essentially $50, yard 50%. Or you could just say if they have a set, you would tell them they can earn a set at 50% off if they bring 3 people.
Okay.
You can do like things like other businesses do where they do off of the sales and the percentage. You can do whatever you want. That's complicated to me. I'm really big and I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it simple. I want to keep it incredibly simple so she knows if I get 3 people there, I'm going to get this. Because I feel like she can't necessarily control what they're going to buy, but she can control just getting the people there. Then it's my job to sell the product, right? So you guys can all do different things, but that's just my philosophy is I want her to bring me people. Now I do clarify they have to be over 18 and not have a consultant. We can't be at a party and she brings all her friends that we just facial, right? They have to be new people that she's bringing me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then the last piece, which is important, is that you just share the business opportunity with everybody. I share with everybody. And I have a lot of people watch my video beforehand. Like I know Caitlin and Chelsea both watched my video, and Michelle even, she had watched my video beforehand, and then they came to the appointment already thinking about it, and then were more interested in signing, but that doesn't always happen. And even that may not be enough layering, that you want to ask them to just listen to the information. And this is how I say it. I make it a priority to share Mary Kay with 100% of my customers. It may or may not be for you, but if you know a little bit more about what I do, you can give me good referrals. And then you ask them to just listen. And you say, I get credit for you listening. We can do the appointment in person or over the phone. Just for listening, you get earned $100 cash. If you listen in person, you'll get half off any sets on the roll bag set sheet or whatever, or we can just set up a 3-way call. You guys can book appointments with me all day long. I want to do more career chats for you guys. I will talk to anybody, anytime, anywhere about the business for you because I would not expect any of you to feel comfortable with that just yet. Maybe Leah, she's the only one who would feel comfortable probably, sharing the information. But I am totally fine sharing with anybody all day long. I don't expect you to feel comfortable with that. Michelle. And then I need to go in the other room, you guys. So
I wanted to share an idea that Brianna gave me.
okay, I'm gonna go tell her. You go share.
Beneficial for booking a follow-up appointment is not only to get them to earn product, but if they are interested in trying another product, you can say launch follow-up appointment. Like I have one up in 2 weeks, and she did the facial, and she scheduled a follow-up appointment with me on the 20th. And she wants to try the facial. So I told her instead of the charcoal mask, we're going to do the facial at that time. She's going to bring them home. So I thought that was a good and easy way to get them to commit to a follow-up appointment too. If you get them interested in trying something else that they didn't try.
And just so you ladies know, I meant to say this when I wasn't there. But so we all know that I'll just talk to anybody and everybody randomly, right? So the ladies that I have that were lined up here, the one was a consultant for a different company that I was just raised on her way out to 4th of July with my husband. She drove by and had a big decal on the back of her car with her phone number. I called her sitting next to the light, and warm chatted her in the car next door. And she came tonight, brought 3 ladies.
Oh wow.
So talk to everybody.
She just leave you guys hanging?
I've been telling
Oh, good girl. Okay.
my ladies in there how I met the one.
Oh.
Because I called her when she was sitting like next to me because her phone number was on her car.
Good plan. All right.
Why not? She advertised it.
That's a good plan. Did you guys learn lots about closing? Oh, she's way taller than me. There we go. All right, hey guys. Okay, so you guys learned lots about closing. Does that help answer anybody's questions? I feel like I'm gonna fall backwards. Does that help everybody feel better? Yes. If you don't want to raise your hand and you don't feel better, that's okay. Talk to us after. Make us look good, okay? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Honestly, we want to make sure that you guys know because we want to make sure that you guys are asking those questions and earning that money. Everybody wants to make money with this, right?
Yeah.
That's why you come to meetings. That's why you signed up. Maybe not, but that's why you come to meetings now. Wasn't why I signed up, but I like it now. So now, did you guys all pick your prizes from the gray and lavender stuff over there?
The sheet actually never made it over here.
Oh.
was here.
Well, the sheet to sign up for the No,
it's on the back of one of those.
Okay. Okay, cool. So everybody except Leah picked their. No, I'm just kidding.
They never gave it to me.
So I have some really wonderful news. Okay, and I'm really glad that I get to be the one to tell you this. Okay, so what is the company focusing on this year? Okay, wow, that wasn't clear. Yeah, new faces. That wasn't clear. If you don't know, the company's focusing on new faces and encouraging you to build new faces and new clientele. And the reasoning behind that is because when you put Mary Kay on new faces, that expands our loyalty. Okay, we have the #1 brand loyalty. That's awesome. That means if you can just get her to try it, she's gonna fall in love with it. Okay, that's what that means. Like, and when she starts using it and when she falls in love with it, she's gonna come back to you. Especially if you follow up with her like you should, which is a whole nother training. Okay, so if you have trouble with that and don't know what I'm talking about, it is in one of the new consultant training videos, and I am not sure which one, so have fun. But there's only 4. It doesn't hurt you to watch it. Okay. There's a customer follow-up handout that is in the PDFs right underneath whichever video it goes with. Okay. So for all seriousness, make sure you're using that. That's really important to help you get those reorders. Okay. But when you're doing new faces, that is going to take you everywhere you need to go in your business. Anytime. I don't care how long you've been in Mary Kay. I don't care how long. Frankie, if you tell me that you're stuck, what am I going to tell you to do?
If I'm stuck,
If you tell me you're stuck,
I'm supposed to call you.
right, and then what am I going to tell you?
That's kidding. Oh, yeah. No, I automatically do power starts.
Right, so you've been in
Yeah.
long enough that you don't call me.
And that's an automatic thing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so that's a bad example. Frankie's been in long enough, she doesn't call me to ask me. But if you call your director and you tell your director, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I don't like where I'm at in my business, everything changes with a power start. Everything, okay? Even Candace and I still do that. When we're like, oh my gosh, this is our responsibility to lead our units by example. And so everything changes with a power start, okay? Absolutely everything changes with a power start. Thanks, Jana. A power start is 30 faces in 30 days. And the reason that everything changes is because it builds momentum. When you see 30 new faces, that's not charcoal mask on one day and color on another day, okay? One time per person. You can see them more than once and you can do follow-up appointments with them, but 30 faces in 30 days means 30 different faces, okay? So 30 different faces in 30 days is enough focused activity that it's going to build your momentum and it's going to change your business. Because everything that changes needs a little push, okay? A car that goes on its own is absolutely fabulous, but it needs something to get it started. Something, okay? So it needs a little push. Like, I'm sorry, I'm envisioning my son's Hot Wheels because that's what we were playing earlier today. It's like, woo. It's funny when the puppy stepped on one, it went and scared the bejesus out of her. It was awesome. So new faces, okay? That is what corporate is focused on for us, is new faces all year long. New faces take you places, okay? So with that, I'm very excited to announce that since you guys loved those prizes so much, who wants another chance to earn more?
Yay!
Okay, you guys were really mellow because I don't think Thank you. Jeez, I go to all the effort to order them so you can see them because they're so much cooler in person than they are. No, I appreciate it. But seriously, so you are going to get a chance to earn them by doing, check this out, okay, 10 faces each week this month, okay? So there are, 3 weeks left in the month? Because it's the 10th?
One of those weeks are seminar.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, seminar goers. So, listen carefully, right? It's the 10th, right? We can all agree that it's the 10th. That means there's 21 days left in this month. That means there's 3 weeks. So if you do 10 faces each week, okay, That's 30 faces in the rest of the month. That's going to change your business. So each week that you do 10 faces in the week, you get to pick one of those. Now, Little Misses, there's seminar in there. You get to pick one when you do 10 faces each week. Okay? So when you do 10 faces each week, so like when you do 10 faces in a week, you get to pick one. When you do 10 faces the next week, you get to pick one. When you do 10 faces the next week, you get to pick one. Okay? So you have the chance of earning 3 of them. Okay? Now, here's the thing. It's weekly, okay? It's not, I'm gonna do 30 faces in the last week. Well, that's stinking great, but that's not building consistency. And your business is going to build momentum with consistency, okay? So if you wanna go above and beyond the 10, that's fabulous, more power to you. Like, I think that's great, and I think you should stretch yourself and things like that. But 10 faces each week gets you a prize this month. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
What's your question?
So for those of us that tried and got some or tried and accomplished and have the prizes, is it prize as well?
What?
Okay, so for those of us that have already accomplished the last one and got them, can we do this goal as well and earn more of them?
Yes. That's why I said, do you want to earn more?
Next question.
Yes.
So the ones that we booked, get the other prize, those count as our faces, correct?
Yes, but you have to see the face.
I
You
know,
have to
but I'm
hold
saying,
the
but
appointment.
Oh, yeah, well, that's the point.
Right.
So they count, though, right?
As long as they're new faces, not somebody that you facialed tonight and scheduled a follow-up.
Well, these people were part of that goal.
That's a one-on-one with you and Candace, because I don't know how that goes with your unit. Now, for those of you that are going to ask me about seminars, is that your question, Michelle? Okay, Michelle, what's your question?
Is the tote up for grabs again?
The tote is when you gold medal. 5 new team members this month. Now, here's the thing. If you are seeing, I'm going to break the math down for you because I don't want you to be overwhelmed by this, okay? When you're seeing 30 new faces, okay, you're seeing 30 new faces. Half of them will agree to listen to that marketing opportunity. Those are averages. That's 15. Mine and Candace's averages of people that listen and sign are 1 in 3. So if you do 30 faces, averages say that you would have a gold medal. Now, this means you're working with target market people. This means you're working with not 13 and 14-year-olds. You're working with, people that are 21 and older. Yeah, have a job. Yeah, got a job. Maybe married to a husband that has a job or something like that. Like, those are the averages, you guys, and that's kind of what Candace and I have really focused on the last few months is the averages. When you work the numbers, the business works. It's all about numbers. It really is. When you build enough relationships with enough people and you help enough people get what they want, you're going to get what you want. So, gold medal, you get the tote. But you have to have completed 10 faces in at least 1 week. Now, if you're going to seminar, okay, here's what I'm going to tell you if you're going to seminar. If you're going to seminar, you're bringing your face wash stuff, okay, because you're going to wash your face morning and night, okay? You're also going to be going to restaurants. You're going to be taking an Uber or a Lyft. You're going to have a shuttle. There's people at the hotel. There's people, believe it or not, there are people that do not work for Mary Kay that will be in Dallas during the same time as us. Okay, there's plenty of time for you to meet people on day 0, okay? Plenty of time for you to meet people and facial them. There's also plenty of time. We are gone Sunday to Thursday. You have Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Why not book 20 people for that Saturday between the Springs and Pueblo and half hold, you're at 10 right there, done in 1 day. So if you're going to seminar, you still need to do 10 faces that week. Sorry, guys. Only because I love ya. So, 10 faces. and gold 10 faces for a prize. Gold medal for the tote. 10 faces per week. So you can earn up to 3 of these. No, 5 new. All of this is about new. Those new team members are going to come from your Power Start every time. What are you laughing at me for? Okay. All right. So, any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so whenever, like, so I put a post on Facebook doing my facials. Well, there's been a few ladies that call me and are like, I just want product. Can I buy your product? So how do I go about getting them to actually fulfill?
They can totally buy your product. You can tell them that you have a challenge to do X number of facials.
But like they're not, like I don't know how to get them to follow through with, because like they'll say they want it and then they'll be like, oh, something come up, so do I just call them back?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you just reschedule them or find somebody else. There's a whole bunch of people with skin.
For us newer people, what is Candace's website that has all her training?
No problem. It is CandaceNSD.com. That's the one my unit uses too. Any other questions? Awesome. Well, oh, Ellen?
Just what, when you're doing your very first parties, does your director or consultant or whoever, does someone go with you to those parties, or are you pretty much just scripting through it?
That is something to discuss with Candace because I can't answer for her because I'm not your director. So check with Candace on that. I would Voxer her or something and just let her know. Let's do our empowering statement because we will be here if you have questions. Ooh. So everybody on your feet. All right. Oh, look at that. We're going to do a different one. Okay. I am great.
I am great.
I'm wonderful.
I am wonderful.
I'm a woman of excellence.
I am a woman of excellence.
I'm a superstar.
I'm a superstar.
I did not see everybody do that. I was
keep
watching.
thinking of that movie.
2 hands. I'm a superstar.
I'm a superstar.
Thank you. All right. I will let nobody push my buttons.
I will let nobody push my buttons.
I will let nobody rain on my parade.
I will let nobody rain on my parade.
I will go over.
I will go over.
I will go under.
I will go under.
I will go around.
I will go around.
And I will go straight through.
I will go straight through.
You guys did not look like you were going. Do that again. I will go straight through. Any obstacle that. Thanks, guys. Any obstacle that comes my way. Thanks, guys. Any obstacle that comes my way.
Any obstacle that comes my way.
Because I'm highly motivated.
Because I'm highly motivated.
Truly dedicated.
Truly dedicated.
And I'm a free car driver in the making.
And I'm a free car driver in the making.
Woo!